Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, September 2nd. It's slightly chilly out here in the reading nook, and you will be not surprised to find that I have another parcel box to unbox. Now, it's not the box I was planning to open, which arrived yesterday. I'm going to switch to one that arrived today. So here we are, and if I just show you, you see that name there, people might know what's in it. I know what's in it, but let's find out. Let me show you. So just getting the knife. It's a nice sturdy box. I think he has packed it well. So just there. And done. And another done. Boxes are always just slightly awkward to open, but I can never quite work out where the joins are. I think it's down on this side. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, he's definitely done a good job of packing this up, and it's also important enough to need to be signed for as well. So this is just the boring bit whilst I just fight with the packaging. There we go. Okay, what can we see inside? Nothing yet because it's still in bubble wrap. Get the bubble wrap open, and for a big struggle. So basically, you've got so far over 2 minutes of me just opening this box. So let's just simply pull this out. And box out of the way, and just slide this open. Packaging, and it goes. What we have here is Men of the West. Okay, so Men of the West is Men of the West, Warfare in Glorantha, by Martin Helsdon, with invaluable assistance from Jeff Richard. Okay. This is another title which is available on Johnstown Compendium, which is the community creators program for the setting Glorantha, using RuneQuest role-playing in Glorantha, Quest Worlds or Hero Worlds, and 13-Age Glorantha. Okay, so Men of the West. The timeless appeal of the legends of the Hero Wars has resulted in an enduring interest in the period. Surviving texts, supplemented by archaeological evidence, are used here as the basis for a reconstruction of the combatants of the initial phases of that world-shattering conflict. This volume is a companion to the armies and enemies of Dragon Pass. Many mercenaries and adventurers from the West have been drawn to the conflict in Dragon Pass. The homelands of Seshnella, Frenella, and Ralios are also fighting their own hero wars. Seshnella strives to impose the ambition of one god, one king, one empire on the divided city-states and kingdoms of Radios, where many look to the long-prophesied return of the hero Arcat for their salvation. In Frenella, the idealists of Loscom must confront the bloodthirsty armies of the Kingdom of War, raging across the land, bringing destruction and death. And there are yet more threats and perils. This book presents details of the warriors, soldiers and mercenaries fighting during the opening periods of the Hero Wars, their arms and armour, their ships, their cultures, histories and organisation, terrain, the battlefields on which they fought, their fortifications, their magic and their religions. Army lists provide details of some of the regiments which fought in these epic conflicts, supplemented by numerous illustrations of the participants. Warning: adult themes, some aspects of Bronze Age warfare may be distressing. There is also a description of Gloranthan sorcery. Note the armies and enemies of Dragon Pass provides details of arms and armour formation and many other things useful to the reader. Now, let me see. The armies and enemies of Dragon Pass was one of the first releases on the Johnstown Compendium, and was also given a limited physical release. In fact, I tried to get 2 last time and failed, but I did get 2 this time. So if you're wondering why I have 2, one of them is for someone else. I'm not an avid collector where I buy 2 of everything, mostly because I don't have space. So yeah, let's check. So what we've got here, this is 8 or 14. So that's how limited these are in number. And what you've got, basically, oh, this is quite nice. It's all black and white. There's some really quite nice drawings in there by the author. It's really quite nice. And these are quite dense books, full of information and background. Sort of taken from the point of view of sort of like 1,000 years, a couple thousand years later, as if, you know, essentially we were looking back at our Bronze Age, and we had all this, sort of like the information about basically the information we have about Glorantha now, okay, as if we had that a couple of thousand years hence. Okay, there are elements of that too in 6 Seasons of Sartre as well, through the presentation of sort of like excerpts from the sagas in that campaign. Yes, this is available. Unfortunately, not in print. Okay, there are only a limited number of copies. In other words, 14. Whereas you can buy it on the Johnstown Compendium as a PDF. This is a slimmer volume than the Armies and Enemies of Dragon Pass. So yes, these are going to be interesting reads. Yeah, basically black and white. Oh, sorry, there is some colour, but it's primarily black and white. But really fantastic drawings, illustrations, and background, and decent maps as well. This is interesting because I'm actually playing in I just started playing in this area of Selfester myself, which is actually a first for me. I've never played anywhere outside of sort of like the Dragon Pass and Sartar, and I think also the Lunar Empire on one occasion. So yeah, that'll be interesting read. I might go and read up on that myself. So that's Men of the West, Warfare in Glorantha. Literally the copies have just arrived with the purchases today. I'm not the only one. And if you're interested in sort of like this aspect of Glorantha, then you will be able to find it at drivethrurpg.com on the Johnstown Compendium. So yeah, go and get basically go and have a look. I'm sure you'll find something interesting there, because there's some really good scenarios. There are 3 at least good campaign starters as well as source books like this, and single scenarios and interesting monsters and spirits to bring into your campaign. And basically you'll find out why just essentially Greenquest is popular, and why it's why the community sort of like just is really bringing some great content for us to buy. And if you want more information about individual titles, Drive-Thru RPG, of course, will have a description of each. But if you check out reviews from Relier 2, I have reviewed about 25 of the titles released so far, and some of them I've even sort of like done an opening unboxing as well. But I've got reviews there which will basically help you decide whether or not you want to purchase them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll return when I present another unboxing in the Nook very soon. Bye bye.